Yours truly, PNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
there's your first look inside of Lynette Olson Gymnasium here at Century High School in North Bismarck, as it's WDA Volleyball tonight, a high-profile matchup. Two of the best teams in the WDA square off in the regular season West Region finale tonight, as it's the Century Patriots, number 1 in the season, 19-0 in conference play, and they will square off against the visiting Legacy Sabres, who are 16-3 and ranked number 4 in the most recent Class A girls basketball poll. Hi again, volleyball fans. Alongside Mackenzie Quintus, Todd Domrey's welcoming you to our PSP Network broadcast booth as we get set for, where'd the regular season go? What happened?
Oh my gosh, it flew by. I can't believe this.
Yeah, here we are. One game yet to go, and it's a big, important one. Obviously, Century has captured the number 1 seed in the upcoming West Region Volleyball Tournament that'll start next Thursday in Dickinson, but still something to play for Legacy as they're battling for a number 2 seed, and two teams that are rivals and played back on September 29th. Legacy won set 1 before Century got the better of the Sabres in sets 2, 3, and 4. So the Sabres will look to return the favor tonight on the Patriots' home floor. As we get back to our Shields pregame show, as Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. Shields dedicated to offering you your best retail experience. That last match, Mackenzie, 3-1 in favor of Century. Legacy was flying high after set 1. And you kind of thought that, hey, wait a minute, what's going to happen here as Century folks has, by the way, they've won 73 of their last 74 conference matches.
Unreal.
73 out of 74. So they just don't give away wins very easily. And so when Legacy went up 1-0, you kind of thought, well, what the heck? Here we go again. They might lose once, but they righted the ship. And Legacy only got 17, 13, and 12 points in those remaining games. So I guess that's the true sign of a champion. You get down, you come back.
Yeah, I went to that game, and I was so excited that first game. It was tight. Legacy came out hot. But, the thing with Century is they don't get rattled. And they showed that because, they went down in a tight game on that first one. Legacy was super excited. They came back, and they're like, all right, let's do this, girls. Let's put it away. And they did.
That's so much more to come in our Shields pregame show as you got senior night tonight here at Century High School. The Patriots will be honoring their 4 seniors that have contributed mightily to them winning 5 of the last 6 state championships and, by the way, 8 consecutive WDA tourney titles. But the Sabres will be a tough foe tonight, and this one should be a good one tonight on the PSP Network. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and we'll dig into those WDA standings and get you set with tonight's schedule as the games will be tracking on the BNC Bank scoreboard, and we'll take a look at the upcoming play-in games that will happen this Thursday night for the West Region as the seeds 6 through 11 do not have an automatic berth into the tournament. We'll cover all that and more as our Shields pregame show rolls on from Century tonight. It's Century hosting Legacy. More after this break on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Yeah, there's a look at the Century student section tonight. I had to get some expert opinion here from our camera operator, Luke Domries, tonight. As, hey, what do the students dress up as tonight? Senior night.
They're so clever. I love
So
it.
they're all dressed up as seniors. They look so old, don't they?
Yes, so old.
That should be a fun one tonight here on the PSP Network. WDA Volleyball, the regular season finale. Century number 1 in the most recent poll. Legacy number 4 in the most recent poll. And here is the look at the WDA standings. Century leads the way at 19-0. Legacy and Jamestown tied in a battle right now as those two teams play tonight. So Legacy could come out of this with a 2 seed. Jamestown does have the tiebreaker in case both teams win or lose tonight. Bismarck High is locked into the 4th seed. St. Mary's is the 5. Dickinson is the 6th seed. Williston and Minot still have some things to settle between 7 and 8. And then Watford City, Mandan, Turtle Mountain will be playing play-in games. So on the right-hand side of your screen, your schedule tonight, obviously Legacy and Century tonight. Bismarck and Jamestown are doing battle in the Buffalo City tonight. Turtle Mountain and Minot, and Mandan and regular season rounds out the Mandan and Dickinson rounds out the regular season. And then here's those play-in matchups as we know them right now. Is Turtle Mountain will be at Dickinson. That's an 11 versus 6 seed matchup. Mandan will be at the number 7 seed, which will be either Williston or Minot. And then Watford City will be at the 8 seed, which is either Williston or Minot once again. So that Williston-Minot game, both those teams, Minot's the only team that has to play yet, and they play Turtle Mountain. They would be favored in that matchup, and if Williston and Minot end up in a tie, then Minot does have the tiebreaker against the Coyotes. So, hey, still last night of the regular season, and still we got a couple things to sort out here, including a 2 seed, which Legacy's trying to eclipse Jamestown in the conference tonight. Hey, fans, it's our Shields pregame show. You can shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. The Century Patriots will be honoring 4 seniors tonight. I don't remember much of my senior night.
You know, I don't.
Or senior nights. I guess I was in a couple of them. But
yeah, I don't remember a lot of the details other than anybody who knows me would know that I was more than likely emotional. But, you know, it brings out, those feelings. This is the last time you're going to play on your home court. But both these teams know, it's Century senior night. They know they're going on. This isn't their last game. So I have a feeling it probably won't get to these girls too much. And
that's a great point because both these teams already are qualified for the WDA tournament. No play-in games for either of these teams as being the 1, 2, and the 3 seed, obviously. And so there's not the finality of it like it would be if this was your final game, final time on the home court, lacing them up, so to speak. So I don't know if there'll be too many tears.
Nah, I don't expect that.
There'll be flowers. There'll be hugs. There'll be
maybe from some moms.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and break up more of the matchup here. We'll get into some of the key participants on both these teams, and we'll set the stage for the Century Patriots and their 12th-year head coach, Jamie Zastapol, and Legacy and their 10th-year head coach, Jen Astle. And we'll talk about that, both the Sabres and the Patriots. We'll preview both those clubs when we come back on our Shields pregame show. High school volleyball is the soup du jour tonight. Century hosting Legacy. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Todd Domries, Mackenzie Quintus back at the PSP Network broadcast booth. Lynette Olson Gymnasium tonight. Century squaring off against their crosstown rival, the Legacy Sabres. We mentioned that Class A girls volleyball poll, and a brand new one just came out. We didn't think we'd even be able to talk about it because it didn't come out until 7 o'clock tonight, but here it is. Century is number 1. West Fargo Cheyenne checks in at number 2. Jamestown number 3. Legacy number 4. Those 4 teams did not change from the last poll. The one thing that did change is Fargo South has now replaced Fargo North as the number 5 team. South is 5, and then West Fargo and Fargo North receiving votes in that most recent Sportscasters and Sports Writers Class A girls volleyball poll. All right, Mackenzie, let's talk about some of the particulars here. First off, for the Legacy Sabres, 4 trips to state for them since they started their varsity program in 2015. Those coming in 15 and 16, 2020-21, and a hot team. They've won 8 of 9 and getting contributions from across the lineup. I think balance is the one thing that strikes me for Legacy. And then, boy, the last time we called the Legacy's game, Madison Colby had a night to remember.
Yeah, that was so fun to watch, and she was excited about it. She was, kills all over the place.
Yeah, kills, and she's the setter, folks. So
yep.
She was doing it all. She had digs, she had kills, she had assists, and she keynoted a win over Mandan the other night when we called them there. But hey, Colby does her thing. Asia Gross leads the team in kills. Chelsea Crom is up there leading, one of the leaders in the WDA in blocks. You got Joanna Fleckenstein is a good back row libero, leading in one of the top 5 in the conference in digs. And so there's just a lot to like. And we haven't even mentioned Reese Dukeshire, who is one of the leaders in aces across this. So they've got contributors in all the right categories that are kind of high-flying players, and it's no surprise that they're 16 and 3 on the season.
Yeah, it's no surprise at all. They've got a good team. They're better than a good team. They're a really good team. And like you said, they've got players in all spots of the court that can really excel at that particular spot.
Yeah, and then the depth is there too, because we didn't even mention Brooklyn Brendel, and we didn't even mention Hallie Severson. And so they just kind of come at you in waves. And the one gal that has really kind of been picking up her play steadily throughout the course of the season has been the senior Asia Gross. And whether it's at the service line or whether it's on the attack, that senior has kind of really stepped it up here late in the campaign for the Sabres.
Yeah, I would agree. She is a powerful hitter, and I feel like a lot of times she's their go-to. They're like, we need a side out, get it to Asia.
And the Century Patriots, obviously, you don't get too far into their returners to talk about the first-team All-Stater, Logan Nisley, one of the leaders in kills and digs in the WDA. She had a match this year where she had 21 kills and 40 digs.
Oh, my gosh.
Have you ever heard of that?
I mean, that's impressive.
I mean, that completely jumped off the page for me. It happened on September 13th. It was against Jamestown. Logan hadn't even been back fully from an injury that she suffered this summer, and so to come out and do 21 and 40.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's some rare air right there. And Century's got, just like Legacy, talent across the board. You got Claire Bauman, an all WDA performer from a year ago. I think Eden Fridley's kind of stepped it up as a sophomore this year, and she's a good attack frontline player and an all-around player. Adriana Backman, the sophomore, comes in and gives them good time. Haven Fitterer as a libero is a senior and second on the team and digs behind Nisley and one of the leaders in the WDA. And then you got two capable setters in Quinn Coast and Geneva Ding. And so, yeah, I mean, then you got some middles in Lee and others. It just kind of seems like they have volleyball players coming out of the woodwork here at Century High School.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, pick any one of them, and they're going to have a great night anytime. They're fun to watch. Century is an explosive team. Can those girls slam the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'll take a short timeout. We'll come back. There'll be a senior presentation tonight before our national anthem and the lineups tonight. So short break, and then we'll come back and highlight those seniors for the Century Patriots. Century hosting Legacy. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Now we're back at Century High School. Senior tonight. There you see the senior Claire Bauman. And we talked. There's going to be a few hugs.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Definitely hugs.
Logan Nisley is the next senior for Century Patriots. Got to know Logan quite well. Obviously, same class as my sons at Century High School, and cool kid. I mean, that's just the best way you can describe her. Team first kind of person, and as talented as she is, the fact that she puts the team first and is one of the best friends for a lot of those kids on the team, that tells you a lot about kind of the makeup of Logan Nisley. Haven Fitterer is the senior libero for the Patriots. I got the roses tonight for the moms. And you got the team dressing tonight for the Century coaches.
Yeah, I like it. It's really sharp.
Yeah, they got the red on tonight. And then, of course, Miley Trahan, whose senior season was unfortunately cut short by an injury, but, man, she gave it a go. We were here the night she tried to really come back and kind of re-injured that right knee, and has been a tough go of it for Miley.
Juniors at Century High School.
I got a couple juniors from Century High School with our national anthem, as we'll just keep that right here. And here's the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hail that the twilight's last
We don't get to do that every night on the PSP Network. Always like to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Nice job there. As you got to look at those starting lineup lines and senior night and the national anthem as well. Here's the Legacy starting and entire lineups. As we mentioned some of those particulars for Legacy. Replacing Brina Sand, who's off to a good start at BSC, is so you get Asia Gross, Chelsea Crom. Gross with a season-high kills, 19 in a game versus Dickinson. Chelsea Crom, one of the leaders in blocks. Joanna Fleckenstein as the team leader in digs. Madison Colby, the team leader in assists. And then the team leader in aces is Reese Dukeshire. For the Century Patriots, and we mentioned a couple of these gals, but season high in kills is Logan Nisley. Adriana Backman has a season high in blocks at 4.5. She's not the team leader in blocks. That's Claire Bauman. You got dig leader is Logan Nisley, followed right behind by Haven Fitterer. The assist leader is Quinn Coast, trailed shortly behind by Geneva Ding, and the ace season high mark is Quinn Coast, getting 6 of them against Turtle Mountain. 6 assists in one game. That's a good number, huh?
6 aces?
I'm sorry, 6 aces.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good night.
Yeah. Now we mentioned the head coach is Jamie Zastapool, who's in her 12th season, and the Legacy Sabres head coach is in her 10th year, Jen Astle. Century's hot. They've won 19 consecutive matches in WDA play. Legacy's won 8 of 9. And we're ready to play some volleyball tonight. Good to have you on the PSP Network. Man, while we have a second, here's our upcoming schedule. Well, you want to talk about a big night. As Friday night, you got semifinal football from Mandan. The Shanley Deacons in town to take on the Braves. And then 2 big ones on Saturday. Undefeated North Prairie takes on undefeated New Salem Elmont. You'll have that one on the PSP Network starting at 2. And then the one-loss Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. And the undefeated Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison, Aggies as a couple great 2-3 matchups there for you in high school playoff football. All right. Backman, Bauman, Nisley, Fridley. Coast. And Erica Lee out there to start for Century. Chelsea Crom, Reese Dukeshire, Hallie Severson, Asia Grost, Madison Colby, and Joanna Fleckenstein out there first for the Legacy Sabres. Blue shirts are ready, and we're ready for volleyball.
Starting the serve for the Patriots.
And back to serve is Quinn Coast. First ball is in the air. Touched by Gross. Set up for Severson. Tools the block. Legacy quickly on top, 1-0.
And that's a great start for Legacy. One thing we didn't talk about very much in the pregame was Legacy usually has pretty good service receive, and that was spot on right there. They bumps that spike, and here they go.
Number 6, Madison Colby.
Madison Colby at the service line. Legacy on top, 1-0. Dug out by Fridley, tight set. Pushed over by Nisley. Set up by Colby, middle swing for Crom, and Legacy's on top, 2-0. Well, these Sabres like this first set against the Patriots.
They do. They come out strong, and, they've got it in them. They just got to keep that momentum.
See if the Sabres can stack some points here early on. Fitterer, touch one, sent over to Bauman. Oh, she rips it, and that's a point for Century.
She sure does, and that was some pretty volleyball on that one is what I'm trying to say. Asia did a good job of getting a hand on it, but it just wasn't in play, and Century point.
Eden Fridley jump serves it in. Sabres by 1 here early on in set 1. Reese Dukeshire change up. Handled there by the Patriots. Backman gets a near side attack off of Asia Gross, and a kill for Adriana Backman.
That was a nice hit by Backman there. Going down line is, I think, is always the harder hit, and it's also the harder hit to defend, which you see Legacy wasn't able to pick it up.
Thanks for Shields to bringing our pregame today. They offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. And an ace. Eden Fridley gives Century a 3-2 lead here in set one. Fridley up in the eyes of Gross. Dukeshire into the net. Attack error there for Legacy.
You know, Century's always been, I think, such an aggressive serving team. They do so good, and you can see it right there. That, you know, pays off when you can serve aggressively.
Fridley sends it in. Tight set to Colby, and get a point for Century there as Colby, I think, was in the net.
Yep. Yeah, Legacy needs to just sit down, get a good pass here. Eden's doing a great job of serving aggressive.
Fridley with a couple 2-3 really good serves. Fleckenstein handles that one. Back row swing for Gross. Nice spot, nice hit.
And that was a great choice. Like we talked about in the pregame, you know, Legacy needs a side out. If Asia's in the front row, even if she's in the back row, sometimes they give it to her because they know she can put it down.
Hallie Severson back to serve for Legacy. Oh, just long.
That definitely had some float in it. I thought it was going to be a good serve, and then it just kind of lifted and went just outside of the court.
Service error makes it 6-3. The Patriots have doubled up Legacy here early on in set one. Claire Bauman, the senior, will serve it to Asia Gross. Set up by Colby. Back row swing for Cleveland. Near side Backman off the block.
Backman's doing really great tonight already. You could tell she's going cross court on that one, but Legacy's block wasn't quite closed, and she was able to tool it off of the edge of Crom there.
Century out strong, 7-3 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank, your life's busy. We make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota, Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Now there's Reese Dukeshire. Nisley thought she had a block, but it went back into the net, touched twice by the Patriots.
Yep, they did a good job of trying to get it out of the net there. That's just hard when you're blocking and digging it out sometimes.
Joanna Fleckenstein at the service line for the Sabres. Dig for Nisley. Set for Coast. Back row swing for Nisley. Set up now, middle attack for Brendel. Saved. Century tried to change up for Adriana Backman, but that goes below the tape. And an attack error makes it 7-5 in favor of Century.
That was a good rally there. This is a good opportunity for Legacy to stack a couple points, get some momentum on their side, and stay in this game.
Fleckenstein bangs one to Fridley. Set up for Nisley. Dug out by Cleveland. And Asia Gross had that return to sender, and then it went off the Sabre out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great block by Century, and it was a great try by Legacy to get a hand on that. Those are not easy to do. Unfortunately, it just wasn't kept in play.
Century will send in Geneva Ding to the service line. Patriots played that 6-2 offense where they'll have Ding and Coast splitting the setting duties. Asia Gross, denied. The block party for the Patriots.
And you have a powerful hit, comes up against a great block. It's going to go back there in the deep court. And Century's done that more than once this year.
Yeah,
we've seen it almost every game, I think.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them actually go long.
Mm-hmm.
Set up by Dukeshire. Colby, middle attack Gross off the block. Kept alive by Erica Lee. Set up now for Nisley, pushes it down the line. How about that spot?
That was a great choice there by Geneva Ding to go way out there. She got a good set out to her outside, and she beat Legacy's block. They had an open net, and they put it in an open spot.
10-5. Patriots have doubled up the Sabres. And Legacy's having a hard time right now with serve receive, and there's another ace for Geneva Ding. And you're going to get an early Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can call Hub International at 355-3100. Ask for Josh Cattell or Michael Borman. They'll help you with your personal and business insurance needs. 11-5, Century on top here in set one. We break on the PSP Network.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Defense tonight's game brought to you proudly by Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Got the 30-inch Galactic Pizza. You can call 852-1700. Planet Pizza, out of this world. 11-5. Let's see if Legacy dials up a nice side-out play here. Brooklyn Brendel right on cue.
Their play worked. Joanna had a great pass right on top of her setter's head, and they set up a good spot here in the middle, and Brendel was able to put it down.
That'll make a coach happy.
Yes, absolutely.
Called timeout.
It's an effective one.
And you execute, and now they get Reese Dukeshire as Legacy's had a couple sail along. You're a little too amped up at the service line.
Yep, and they're a pretty good serving team, but when you serve aggressively, you're going to miss sometimes.
Number 8, Logan Nisley.
Logan Nisley, jump serve. They're really serving Asia Gross tonight, and now Gross can't get back into attack mode. Is that something you picked up on here? I mean, I think they've served it to Asia Gross. Century has about 10 times here in the first set.
Well, that's a strategy for some teams. You go right at their big hitter. If they can't pass, it kind of gets in their head sometimes, and it might affect their hitting.
And now you're going to get somebody in the net for Legacy.
Looks like it was Madison this time.
Yep. 14-6, big first set brewing here for Century. And an ace for Logan Nisley. You can just kind of see the body language has changed right now for Legacy.
Yeah, and that's one thing. We've talked about Legacy's such a good team. And Century's obviously a very good team, and that can get in your head. But they need to just calm down, play with some grit, and get in this game.
Nisley, another hard line driving serve. Going to be a free ball sent over. Fitterer sets it up. Ding to Fridley down the line off of Dukeshire, and Century is in system.
They definitely are, and that was a great hit by Fridley there. Legacy's block seems to be just a little bit late on the outside, which then, is hard on the defense.
And now you get a substitution in for Legacy. Coming on is Leah McPherson, as Sabres just looking to change something up right now. Dukeshire goes to the dump, cleaned up nicely by Century, but sent back over. Here's a free ball. Let's see if Legacy can take advantage. Near side, McPherson, off the block. Went to the changeup and got it down.
Yep, she was able to go high hands on that one and went just off the fingertips of Century, and that one can be hard to defend as well because it just barely touches. It's hard to know exactly when it's coming down.
And now McPherson will be at the service line. Leah sends that one long, and that's 1, 2, 3 service errors here for Legacy in the first set.
Yep, and we've talked about volleyball is a game of momentum, and nothing kills momentum more than missing your serve. And unfortunately, they've done that 3 times in a row, and that's hard to come back from.
Fitterer sends it over for Century, and then Severson went to the kill. Pushed over by Nisley, set up by Dukeshire. Back row attack, McPherson got underneath that one. It's long, and boy, it's like everything Legacy's trying to dial up here. They're working hard, but man, it's just not clicking right now.
No, it's not, and they just need to, like you said, settle down, find something that's working, and go with it.
Severson tools the block. Good read there by Fleckenstein. I think it was that she saw that was angling out, and it wasn't out by much.
She was right on the line there, and she could tell the ball was on her, off of her left shoulder, and if you're right on the line, you're in your right spot, that's going out, and she did a good job of avoiding it.
Now you get Brooklyn Sand at the service line. Bauman middle, hammers it off the block.
She can hit so hard. Legacy did a good job of putting hands on that ball. It's just, as the blocker, you got to turn your hands in so you can keep that block inside the court.
Quinn Coast back at the service line. Legacy's serve receive hasn't been great here in the first set, but man, Century's serves have really been on point.
They've been tough, really tough.
Colby has a swing and a point for Legacy. Yeah, that's Century's one. They don't have anybody in the top 10 in the conference in aces, Ben, but their serves have caused Legacy's problems.
And that's surprising to me because they do serve tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I've always thought Legacy's been a pretty good serve receive team, and they are just struggling a little bit there.
Dig by Fridley. Now a back row attack for Fridley off the set from Quinn Coast. Tight set, Bauman. And Legacy's going to be in the net again as that's Madison Colby. Well, Century nearing a serve pro set point as they lead this one in convincing fashion here in set 1, 20-9. Fridley line drive serve. Dig by McPherson. Sent over by Felkley. Down the line for Nisley again. This one's cleaned up by the Sabres. Middle swing for Crom. Oh! She had little time to get set for that one, but found a good spot.
Yeah, that was a quick set for her, and she's a tall girl, so she was definitely on top of that one. It wasn't a very high set, and she found a good spot to put it.
2010 Century here in set 1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Hallie Severson with the serve. Bauman cranks. Did it go off a block?
Oh, they said it was in. That was a great hit by Bauman. You don't see her on the right side as much.
Man, my eyes were deceiving me because that looked out to me.
Yeah,
but
I also thought there was maybe a touch on it as
yeah,
well.
I
That's
did.
what I was expecting the call to be.
I did too. As now you get the down official ensuring that we got the rotations correct here as we get a chance to tell you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Claire Bauman serves. Fleckenstein, bump. Set by Colby. Swing and a kill for Asia Gross.
And that was a great pass there by Joanna Fleckenstein. She usually does a very good job. They need to get her involved in the serve receive as much as they possibly can because that set up Asia to slam it down, and they need to get her going as well.
Yeah, Legacy's been a little bit off. Playing a little circus ball. Is that what?
I don't know if I call it circus ball yet. Just out of
sync.
Out of sync, yes. I like out of sync better. There haven't been too many bodies flying out of control.
All right. See, I don't know the term circus ball, so I just got to find out exactly when it applies.
You know, I'll be honest, I haven't seen a ton of circus ball in this WDA. They're impressive, and they have a lot of ball control. But, you know, even the best players, it happens to the best of us.
Logan Nisley had a kill there, by the way. Gross, set up, and a middle swing. Nicely done there for Brooklyn Felkley, the sophomore.
Yeah, she was all over that one, and she was excited. I'd like to see that. They need to get some excitement going on their side, get some momentum, stay in this game.
And if not, build some mojo for sets 2, 3, and 4, hopefully. Dukeshire with a good serve. Set by Ding. Oh, Nisley. Somehow dug out of there by Cleveland, I beg your pardon.
Yes.
And now a block for a point as Quinn Coast returned to sender. How does Legacy get a point out of that one?
I mean, off of the face of Cleveland, and she took it. That good for her, girl. That was a good, she played it however it came to her, and they kept going.
Oh, and now an ace. And we've seen Legacy stack some points with Reese Dukeshire at the service line.
Yes, we have. This is a good rotation for them, and she's a good server. They need to get it going.
22-14, Patriots still by 8. Middle attack, Nisley. Nobody home.
She does a good job hitting out of there. It seems like she comes from way out of the back row on her approach, but, being typically an outside hitter, that's maybe just how she hits it well, and she put it down this time.
And Nisley at the service line. And that one sails long. Attack air for Century. Still has an 8-point lead. Do the Patriots, and now you get Asia Gross. We'll do the honors for Legacy.
Number 9, Asia Gross.
Touch one for Fitterer. Now to Ding. Swing for Fridley. Now Legacy has it. Severson off the block. Oh, kept alive by Fleckenstein, but Legacy can't save it. And now you get a serve pro set point 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Century closing in on a set 1 victory. Fitterer set by Dukeshire, pushed over, saved by Nisley. Now Fridley gets it on the Legacy side. Back row attack for Gross. Oh, and the block by Bauman ends set 1 in convincing fashion for Century, 25-15. And we'll take an intermission break, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Doctors Kirk Mason, Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domers can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Set 2 comes up next on the PSP Network as the Patriots lead 1-0.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Now there's a look inside the Legacy huddle as the Sabres getting some instructions there from Jen Astle. Trying to right the ship after Century wins set 1, 25-15. I guess, Mackenzie, what did you like there about Century's play in set 1?
Well, they were very aggressive from the service line, which showed in Legacy's serve receive. I think that was a big part of their game in the first game.
And if your Legacy, is that where it starts? Is just you got to get the serve receive figured out, and then that just kind of snowballs into better overall play.
Yeah, because you can't set up a good hit without a good pass. And so, yeah, it really does start there. Legacy missed a couple serves as well that I thought kind of killed any sort of momentum they started to build. But, yeah, they're typically a good serve receive team. They just need to get back to that because that way they can set up their powerful hitters.
I got the same lineups out there. Fleckenstein, Colby, Gross, Severson, Dukeshire, Crom out there for Legacy. Backman, Bauman, Nisley. That sounds like a attorney firm.
Number 6.
Someday, who knows?
Fitterer, Fridley, and Coast out there for Century. Set by Coast, swing by Bauman is down.
And that is so fun to watch. We've talked about this so many times about how high Claire Bauman jumps. I mean, she hit the ball right over top of Legacy's block there.
Number 3, Eden Fridley.
And down just beyond the back row line there. It's
yeah. When you can get up that high, you put it down.
And now Century gets an early ace here from Eden Fridley, who picks up in set 2, just like she was rolling in set 1 as the Patriots stacked 2 points in a row. Fridley goes to the change-up serve, and that's a service error for the Patriots. And now you get Hallie Severson back at the service line, and tit for tat. Are those things contagious sometimes?
Sometimes.
If you start seeing a service error, then they turn into a bunch of service errors?
It can. I mean, I can get in your head. You get back there and toss it. it definitely can.
Bauman with the serve. Little backslide there for Crum, dug out by Century. Free ball comes over to Legacy side. Set by Colby. Gross off the block. Saved nicely by Bauman. Set up now for Nisley. Oh! The Legacy block party is well formed.
They were well formed there. They were out there. They were ready for it. They got up and they pressed over. The ball went straight down. That's a great block.
Number 2, Joanna Fleckenstein.
Patriots on top 3-2 here early on in set 2 with the Patriots leading 1-0. Fleckenstein off the tape. Kept alive by Lee. Now Backman drills it.
She's having a good night. She's got her timing down. She's getting some great sets. She's putting it down.
Adriana Backman, 4.5 kills a game or a night.
Number 13, Geneva Ding.
Comes out, and Geneva Ding will come on and sets it into play. Fleckenstein had a little trouble with that one. They get it to Asia Gross, tries the line, and that's wide. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by the UPS store in the Marketplace Foods Plaza in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Middle swing for Brendel, that's blocked. Back on the Legacy side. Gross with the attack. Dug out by Fridley. Now a back row swing for Eden Fridley. Fleckenstein digs it, and then there was a little "you got it, I'll take it" for Legacy, and it ends up being a winner for Century.
Yeah, I think Joanna was just a little bit back on her heels on that one and got off balance. Otherwise, she usually is able to push it up.
Century's leaning on Legacy here in set 2, but Asia Gross ricochets one off the block. And now Legacy gets Reese Dukeshire back at the service line. Knuckleball serve. Fitterer kept it alive, but it's going to be a free ball for Legacy. Set. But Asia Gross, Legacy just a little bit off.
Yeah, that was too bad. I was like, oh, they're getting a free ball. They're going to put this one down. And unfortunately, that set just went, I think, a lot further than Madison intended on it.
7-3 as Nisley serves it up. Dig by Cleveland. Set by Dukeshire. Swing for Colby. Century has it to Eden Fridley. Fleckenstein digs. Gross swings. Fitterer touch 1, touch 2 for Geneva Ding, and Century has a winner. Back row for Logan Nisley.
Yeah, I always think it's so exciting when I can see these girls, that slam the ball up at the net, but then when they are dependable in the back row as well, I just think that is such a great option to have.
Oh, Nisley went to the back line and just about got that one to drop in at the last second, but it goes long. Of course, Logan, as good as she is in volleyball, is heading to the University of Nebraska to play Division I basketball.
Asia Gross.
Asia Gross, the senior, with the serve. Set by Ding. Swing! Nice spot there for Erica Lee.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. Just right back there in the corner. She avoided all of the block, and that's a tough one to defend.
Yeah, a lot of those defenses funnel you to the middle, man. When you can hit those corners in the back, those are...
And especially that deep, that's tough.
That's typically excellent spots. So now the volleyball went out into the commons here at Century, so we get a chance to tell you that tonight's game brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics. They specialize in braces and Invisalign for all ages. You can call them at 852-2646 or visit them online at minotbraces.com. I got a new volleyball ready for action. Fitterer serves it up. Set by Dukeshire, swing by Severson. Oh, and Century collided. Can they keep it alive? Yes! Wow. Dukeshire sets it up. Severson off the block. Century with a dig by Nisley. Sent over on a changeup by Fridley. Back on the Century side. Middle tip for Bauman. Nice rally here. They went to the middle. Blocked. Back over to the Century side. Set for Fridley. Down the line. Out.
Great job by Joanna Fleckenstein to chase that one down. You don't want to give up on that ball. If that's in, you want to be there. And she was there knowing that it was out.
That might have been the best rally of the night there.
That was a great rally.
Number 4, Brooklyn Sand.
Brooklyn Sand serves for Legacy. Fridley back to her. Yes! But there's, Fridley's got that shot, the kind of the cross-court cutter, and Logan Nisley, that's one of her favorite shots, and so when you can get that thumb-down cutter into your arsenal, that's a huge weapon.
Oh yeah, you can if you can master that, you can use it to your advantage many, many times.
Severson went to the cutter. Backman goes cross-court. Nice dig by Fleckenstein. The dump as Dukeshire tried to catch Century off guard. Now they go to a tip for Crom. Kept alive by Century. Fridley sends it over. McPherson set up for Colby. Nice dig by Nisley. Now to Fridley. And she hit the back line.
Yep, she got that one. I think there's some miscommunication there on Legacy. Kind of a couple girls looking at each other, and then just nobody went for that one. But good job on Fridley by getting that in.
You get those long scrambling rallies, you sometimes get out of position.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what happened to Legacy right there is now the Patriots have a free ball. Fitterer gets it over to Fridley, tipped at the block. Dukeshire gets it over to Severson. Big hit, but it's out.
That's too bad. That would have been a good one for her. It was a great idea. She usually can hit that line pretty well. Here they are down 12-5, but they just need to take a deep breath and get back in this game.
I forgot what you said to me the other night when we did a Legacy game. What color those shoes are? Did you say cotton candy?
Well, that's what I thought. I asked my 7-year-old, thinking that would be the first thing on her mind, and she's like, it was light blue. I'm like, okay.
Legacy with another attack error there is just out of sync are the Sabres, and Century's taking advantage here. They lead 1-0. Coast with the serve. Couple touches and a free ball sent over for Legacy. Coast sets it up, middle hammer. Claire Bauman.
Oh my gosh, she is just so good. And one of the things I love about her, she owns it also. She gets so excited, and that gets your team going. It gets momentum building. I like it.
And a timeout by Legacy. Hub International brings you this timeout. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge in Northwest Bismarck. Century leads 1-0, and they're on top 14-5 in set 2.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Well, the Patriots have come to play tonight. They've been playing the whole season. They're 30-2 for crying out loud. Only losses to West Fargo Cheyenne on the crossover and Sioux Falls Jefferson in the Shields tournament this season for the Patriots. And now you get a tool the block, but it catches Severson out of bounds, and it's a point for Century.
Yeah, I feel like that's just kind of indicative on how this is going for Legacy.
Yeah. You get a good hit off the block, and then it hits you when you're standing out of bounds. But Century returns a favor with a service error there. And it's 15-6. We can tell you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. Colby with a nice serve. Tight set. Pushed over by Fridley. Colby sets, middle swing. Crom got it.
And that would be great if they could get Crom a little bit more involved here. I think, they've been going outside, outside, outside. They've got great middle hitters, and that, spreads the net a little bit when you have your middles more involved. It would be great to see her put some other kills down.
Colby goes to the changeup. Bauman puts it on a tee for Crom. Legacy has a free ball. Colby with the set. Backside for Felkley. Nice dig there by Nisley. Backman into the net. Legacy, they haven't stacked too many together tonight, but they just did right there.
Yep, and they need to keep going with it.
Yeah. 15-8. Sabres trimming into this lead. Colby goes to the changeup again. Tight set to Bauman, and boy, she flew in, but I think it hit the...
Oh, Lions are just calling it hit the antenna.
Yep.
Point to Legacy.
It hit the pin. It was an awkward spot, a left-handed tip by Bauman, but man, she came flying in there from nowhere. Almost got it to work. Colby doing a nice job here on the service line, changing it up, and now Fridley answers for Century.
Over here on the right side, we usually see Fridley on the outside, but, you know, I think been so impressed with her this season. She's just a very consistent player.
Got the nickname Turbo.
I like that.
Fridley serves it up. Fleckenstein digs. Swing for Felkley. Kept alive by Nisley. Backman wide. And Legacy staying alive here in set 2. 16-10 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona. Providing you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. You can visit them online at bnc.bank. Our season-long scoreboard sponsor on the PSP network. Pushed over by Bauman. Set up by Colby. Middle attack for Crom. Nobody home for the Patriots.
That was a great job by Crom by seeing that was open. Great court sight.
Found the donut, did Chelsea Crom. Cleven back at the service line. Nisley sets it up, kept alive by Coast, kept all over by Fitterer. Back swing, Felkley. And Legacy's got Uncle Mo on their side all of a sudden.
They sure do, and Felkley, she's really done a great job of coming in and giving a little boost to Legacy right now.
16-12. And Paisley Cleven, the senior, serves it up. And it goes long. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. You can find them online at northern-plains.com. Bauman serves it up. Touch 1 by Fleckenstein, touch 2 by Colby. Here's Gross. Kept alive by the Patriots. Swing for Nisley. Hello.
Yeah, and Legacy did not have their block closed on that one. I could see that there was a split there, and Logan Nisley's going to see that as well, and she's going to slam it right through that block or that split.
And the Patriots answer with 2 straight. Century leads 1-0. They lead 18-12 here in set 2. And an ace for Claire Bauman. And you get a timeout by Jen Astle. And it's brought to you, as always, by Hubb International Insurance. They're a leading North American insurance brokerage firm located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Timeout on the floor. Legacy on the short end of this one. They trail 1-0. Century leads 19-12 in set 2. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Out of the Legacy Hubb International Insurance timeout. Claire Bauman at the service line. Century on top, 1-0. They lead 19-12 here in set 2. Gross, back to her. Nice play by Bauman to keep that alive. Nisley, nice dig by Cleveland. Set by Colby. Felkley had to readjust. Backman, that one got a piece of the block. Colby back set. Felkley to the corner, kept alive by Coast. Middle swing for Lee. Cleveland digs that out of there. Set by Legacy to Gross, and a block for Century.
Great block by Century. But the thing that most impressed me about that rally with Century is their digs. And they were like, you're kind of off balance, but they were very quality. They were right in the setter's region, which means you can set up your hitters that much better.
And now Century stacking a few here. It was 16-12. Patriots have scored 4 straight. Crum sends it over. Nisley somehow didn't get into the net, but she hit it out.
That was kind of an awkward, it was a great job getting it over the net. Just a tough shot for her.
Number 2, Joanna Fleckenstein.
Fleckenstein will serve it up with Century on top, 20-13. Fitterer bumps it over. Colby, middle set for Brooklyn Brendel. Century, touch 1, touch 2. Nisley rifles and lets one rip.
And that was almost out of system for Century, and they still were able to get a huge kill out of that.
I just noticed the tape on Logan Nisley's left hand.
Yeah, I did notice that in warm-ups.
A little dislocated finger or something like that, it almost looks like.
I would imagine. I mean, when you're up there blocking like that, you're going to jam some fingers.
Geneva Ding with the serve, and it can't be kept alive by Legacy. And Century once again cruising here in set 2. We can tell you that after the game, we'll have our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Ding serves it to Gross. Back set. Felkley can't get it home. Trahan's in there for Century. Kept alive by Nisley. Felkley had that one on a tee. Good to see Miley Trahan in action for Century on senior night.
Yes, oh man.
Number 8, Reese Dukeshire.
Reese Dukeshire with her team down by 8. Fitterer digs it. It's close to the net, kept alive. Erica Lee got it over the net somehow. Colby, flat-footed attack. Set by Fitterer, Trahan. Dukeshire keeps that. To Gross, blocked by Century. Fleckenstein, tough spot as she sent it over. Fridley from the back row. Set for Gross. Swing coming for Nisley. Yep.
And she has just got such a good swing. Her approach is awesome. She puts that ball down so hard. Legacy did a great job of getting a touch on it, but not too often are you going to get a full swing from Logan Nisley and be able to pass it perfectly.
Nisley, tough serve, and Legacy can't handle it. Oh, but
I think they got
Century gets Trahan in the net, yep. She's got a big smile on her face like, yep, I goofed that one up.
I mean, that'll happen when you haven't been able to play all season long. Got to work it out a little bit.
Asia Gross with the serve. Wide, right in front of the Century bench. And it's a serve pro set point. Fire and Water, cleanup and restoration, advanced technology, trained technicians. It's Serve Pro giving you 24/7 emergency service. Haven Fitterer. Swing for Severson, blocked. Saved by Legacy, bumped over, free ball Century. Here comes a swing for Fridley. Yep, tools the block, and Century, just like they did in set 1, wins set 2 in identical fashion. 25-15 in set 1, 25-15 in set 2. And we'll come back after this intermission break, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic, where they focused on improving the health of the Minot area and Minot and surrounding areas, the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Century on top, 2-0, set 3 after this break on the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Hey, I recognize a few of those kids. Dressed up as seniors. Hey, wait a minute. He's got some of my clothes on. Those aren't senior clothes. I mean, come on. What is going on? Now, we mentioned our Jobbers move of the game. Also, after the game, we'll have our post-game show brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors, where they're helping clients work towards financial freedom. And post-game, as always brought to you by Shots Crossroads as well. Your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Now, we mentioned this upcoming schedule. Is tomorrow night, you got the Scotty K Show and a brand new Jordan Wilhelm podcast will come out tomorrow night. State football semifinals on Friday night on the PSP Network. Shanley and Mandan at 6:30 on Saturday. North Prairie and New Salem Elmont, and Hillsborough Central Valley and Velva Drake Animus Garrison. Big weekend of football on the PSP Network. Century gets a serve from Quinn Coast, and a miss hit there by Hallie Severson, and Century on top 1-0 here in set 3.
Yep, Legacy needs to not wait so long in this one. They got to get into this game, stay alive in this match.
Coast with a tough serve. Dukeshire has to track it down. Severson goes down the line. Fridley back to her. Pushes it to the corner. Back set for Dukeshire. Swing for Colby. On a tee, it gets sent over. Nice spot as Severson took it right over the net on the angle.
Yep, she did a good job of finding a spot that's not often played, and it was able to work this time.
And Madison Colby with our BNC Bank scoreboard. We're tied at 1. Nisley with a nice dig. Swing for Bauman. Blocked by Legacy. Pushed, and Fridley. Central's been doing a nice job of that. They've been hitting the spots all night long.
They have, and what a recovery there by Fitterer on that block. That was a great block by Legacy, and I mean, it did come right back to her, but she played it perfectly.
Number 3, Fridley.
Century on top, 2-1. Fridley, and it ricochets off of Legacy, and an ace. Hey fans, also after the game, we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. Keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Oh, a block by Bauman. Nice job by Legacy. Oh, and then you get little miscommunications as Dukeshire was coming in there to rip it, and Severson was backing into it, and they collided.
Yeah, that.
Fridley serves it up again. Fleckenstein puts that one right on the setter. Tipped by Crom. She's done it a couple times tonight.
Yep, that one's working for her, and I would go with it until it doesn't work.
4-2. Severson rotates out.
Number 5, Paisley Cleveland.
Cleveland will rotate into the service line. Fitterer, bump, set Coast, swing Bauman. Fitterer again keeps it alive. Swing Nisley, blocked again. A double return to sender.
Yeah, again, Fitterer did a great job covering on that block, and Legacy was there. You know, the Legacy typically is a very good blocking team, and so if they could get that going, things could turn around for them.
Set by Nisley. Ooh, That was hit hard. Nice dig by the Sabres. Backman to Fleckenstein. Colby sets. Cleveland just has to bump it over. And you're going to get a carry that time on Legacy.
Number 2, Claire Bauman.
Bauman serves it to Gross. Fleckenstein shoots it to the middle. Back set to Backman. And another block. Legacy staying in this set 3 with the block.
Yeah, like I said, I've all season long have been impressed with Legacy's blocking, and they're really coming around now. This could be a turning point for them. They got to just keep this momentum, keep their serves in, keep the momentum.
And they kind of have to, because Century's throwing some howitzers at them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some haymakers that the Patriots are. they're feeling confident. And there's Erica Lee into the Legacy bench, and another big hit for Century.
Yeah, you're right. That's the thing about Century. They're going to come swinging because they've got the weapons to do that.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza's out of this world. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Dukeshire into the middle, Brendel. Touch 1, 2, and 3 for Century. Nice dig by Fleckenstein. Dukeshire, Brendel in the middle. Fitterer sets it up to Ding. Back row attack Fridley. Nice dig by Fleckenstein. Here comes Asia Gross. Nice dig by Fridley. And Gross takes advantage of the overpass.
That was a great rally. There was a lot of really hard hits and a lot of really, really good digs.
Number 8, Reese Dukeshire.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the self-defense dig like Cleveland had in set 1, but and an ace followed it up by Legacy's Reese Dukeshire.
Yeah, we've talked before. This is a good rotation for Legacy. We've seen them rattle off a lot of points in this rotation. Reese is a really good server, and they've just got a good flow on this rotation. So it'd be nice to see them do that, rattle off some points.
Just what you said, Mackenzie. The Legacy's 6-6 here. That's the best start they've had in any of the sets tonight. Trahan kept alive by Legacy, sent over by Fleckenstein. Ding sets it up. Fridley, that one's just a little long. And the Sabres have a lead. We haven't said that much tonight.
Nope.
Except for maybe 1-0. Dukeshire with another nice serve. Ding, Nisley, Colby can't save it.
It was great effort by Colby. Cleveland did a great job of getting her hands on the ball. Unfortunately, that wasn't as playable as some of her other digs, but she's doing a good job of getting some hands and faces on the ball. However you got to do it.
Nisley will jump serve it over. Cleveland set it up for Erica Lee, and her eyes were too big.
Yeah, that was a very high overpass ball, and sometimes when you have too much time to think about it, it can be tough.
Number 9, Asia Gross.
Now the Legacy student section brings the return to favor with the "that's embarrassing" chant. Ding sets it up. Trahan thunders one down.
And how fun to see that. I always love, you can tell that these students really love her. She must be just a good person in the hallways because they cheer for her every single time, whether she's on the court or just in the lineup.
Yeah, they were wanting her to get a kill tonight. Fitterer puts it in play. Near side for Severson. Just got underneath that one a bit, and it goes long. And Century climbs on top 9-8. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. And an ace. Fitterer sent that one in where Legacy couldn't control it. And Century Patriots lead 10-8. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Severson got a lot of that one. Just couldn't get it in the line.
Yeah, she usually is just a little bit more on for Legacy. She needs to, I think Jen's telling her she line up a little bit differently and just put a little bit more snap on the ball, and she's got this. She knows how to do it.
Fitterer stacked a few and gets another one. Tough backline kind of read there, as that looked like it might have sailed long, but Fleckenstein played it, and it turns into an ace for Century. And Century is stacked a few here on the serve of Haven Fitterer. Set for Dukeshire. Swing. Oh. And Century has the block set up on Anna Sorensen.
Again, that was Trahan. I think that was all Trahan. It was a single block there for her, and it's good to see her come in and have a good game.
And Legacy wants a Hub International Insurance timeout. Contact Hub International today for all your personal and business insurance needs. We break. Century on top, 2-0, and they lead set 3, 13-8.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Century closing in on a 3-set sweep tonight as Fitterer serves it to Sorensen. Middle attack for Colby, and that's down.
That was wide open for her, and that was great courtside for her to see that. Give it to Logan. She almost got a pancake on that, but it was a wide open spot. Legacy took advantage.
Number 4, Brooklyn Sand.
Brooklyn Sand will come in and try to string a few together for Legacy. Nisley with the dig. Trahan. Bang! They are happy for Miley Trahan tonight. I tell you what, she's happy.
She is. She's having fun, and I like to see it.
Coast, back set, Colby has it. Nice play.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Madison. Got it right through Century's block there.
Number 6, Madison Colby.
Legacy hanging around. It's 14-10 here in set 3. Set for Bauman. Blocked. And a point for Legacy.
We got 2 in a row now. Getting a little momentum. They're in this game. They got to just stay with it.
Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. You can vote for the Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. You can visit them at mynotbraces.com to get started with your free virtual consultation. Fridley puts the ball right back in the side of the Century, or the side out.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Fridley. She's doing a good job on the right side tonight.
And Eden at the service line. She's done a nice job there tonight. Good dig there by Dukeshire. Sent over by Sorensen. For Backman, and she tools the block.
Great dig by Fitterer. That was a good quality ball for her, and they were able to get a nice set back to Backman, and she's been doing a good job tonight of putting it down.
Legacy, little miscommunication. Century, can they take advantage? Nisley cuts it over. Colby sets it. Sorensen hits it hard, but goes long. No, they say it was tipped. It looked a little odd. It looked like it was
Changed trajectory, they say.
Yeah. Like it couldn't have possibly gone that long.
Yeah.
Unless it was assisted.
Number 17, Anna Sorensen.
Sorensen serves it wide. Century by 5 here in set 3. Bauman can't get the line.
Number 2, Joanna Fleckenstein.
Fleckenstein puts it in play. Touch one by Fridley. Coast blocked as Legacy denies Logan Nisley. Just a 3-point game here still. It's well within reach. Legacy trying to avoid the sweep. Century trying to take care of business in 3. Fleckenstein serves it up. Bump, set, spike, Backman, kept alive. And Legacy is going to push it over. No, they're not.
That's too bad on that one. That was just a mental error, and Joanna knows it. Just got to keep the ball over the net, keep it in play.
And hey, we got our Johnny and Horton song.
You're right.
18-14. Well, we won't go down that path tonight. Oh, what a play there. Brooklyn Brendel.
That was a great spot by Brooklyn. Right there in that corner of the attack line. It's a good spot.
Number 8, Reese Dushir.
Reese Dukeshire, oh, service there.
Number 8, Logan Nisley.
Century on top by 4. Dig by Cleveland. Back set by Dukeshire to Asia Gross. Nisley from the back row. Tipped down by Erica Lee.
It's good net play by Lee there. It's a tough one for Madison Colby, and Century came away with that one.
Yeah, Colby was scrambling, but Lee just kind of beat her to the punch. Century on top by 5, and a timeout on the court brought to you by Hub International Insurance. We break. Patriots looking for a sweep when we come back on the PSP Network.
At Shops Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Yeah, Century looking to hold serve on their home court tonight. It's been fun bringing you West Region Volleyball tonight and this evening and this season on the PSP Network. Century leads by 5 here in set 3. Patriots looking to close out a perfect regular season campaign. Asia Gross, dug by Ding. Set up by Trahan, and that was a little bit of a missed time. Kind of a weird spot for a set, and Legacy has the point. Didn't get much of approach on that one.
Yeah, those ones are tough, and it's just like coming at you at a weird angle, and then
Number 9, Asia Gross.
sometimes that's an awkward side on the right side if you're not used to playing that. That's just a tough one all around.
Fitterer sets it up, and Trahan takes advantage.
Number 14, Haven Fitterer for the Patriots.
Haven Fitterer. Severson. Now to Fridley. Oh, Dukeshire kept that one in play.
Great dig.
Fitterer sets it up. Dang goes middle to Bauman, and she paintbrushes it, but can't get it over the tape.
Yep, timing looked a little bit off on that one, which I don't see happen very often with Claire Bauman.
Yeah. she can hang.
Yeah. That helps.
She
That
can
helps a lot.
levitate.
Number 4, Brooklyn Sam.
She's got that superpower.
She does.
Brooklyn Sand floats one over. Nisley looked out of position, but still puts the set right on the money. Or the dig right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
Asia Gross, back row, flat-footed attack, an attack error. And Century leads by 5 here, 22-17. Both these teams will be in the West Region Tournament, which starts next Thursday in Dickinson at Dickinson High School. And Quinn Coast will serve it up here with the Patriots 3 points away from a sweep. Madison Colby, dig by Fitterer. Backman off the block.
That's a great use by Backman. She's, just, like I said, I just really noticed her tonight. She's playing really well. Easily has over her average of kills tonight.
Yeah, we said 4.5 kills a night, and I think you're right. Been well over that.
Mm-hmm.
Fleckenstein gets it to Dukeshire. Back row swing for Severson. Century gets it to Bauman. Tip over. Backman sends it across. Oh, and nobody there. And nobody home for the Sabres, and it's a Serve Pro match point tonight. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro brings you our match point this evening. Century looking for a perfect 20-0 regular season. Dukeshire to Severson, tips it. Nice play. Coast, Fitterer, now Backman. Off the block once, twice, kept alive by the Sabres. Nisley sets it up, middle swing, Bauman off the block. Fridley one-hands it, but it's out.
Another good rally. There's just been some really, really good digs tonight. I've been really impressed because these balls are hit hard.
Yeah.
And they get hands on them, and a lot of times they've been really quality digs.
Nisley, and now that one's near the standard and the up judge, and back-to-back points for Legacy, and the Sabres not going quietly. Oh, and Colby went to the changeup, hit the net, and this one has gone final. Century with a 3-0 sweep, 25-19 in the final. And that'll send us into our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Century 20-0 in the regular season. They'll finish the regular season 31-2. Legacy will fall to 23-10. Postgame is next here on the PSP Network.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Serve Pro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys.
Our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame, coaches Astapul. I guess first off, undefeated regular season. I guess one checkbox completed, and now we move into the postseason. Nice job tonight.
Thank you. I was pleased with how they came out tonight. That was a good momentum win for us.
Yeah, and the seniors. I mean, it's senior night. Talk about those four, especially Miley Trahan. I mean, getting back in action.
You know, they're such a great group, and when you only have 4 seniors, I mean, you rely really heavily on those. But Miley just, I mean, I could talk days about her. She has fought and fought and fought all season to get back out on the floor, and to be able to do what she did tonight is huge. You know, she's put in the work, and we're really proud of her.
Yeah, and you know, you played these guys back on September 29th. They got set 1, but boy, tonight, you took it right from the get-go and really played clean volleyball.
We did. You know, our focus was our serve receive, and for the most part, I thought we did really well. Something I think we've been improving on throughout the season, and I thought that was key for us in this.
And now you head into the postseason.
We do. We got some stuff to work on. It's really staying competitive, you know, and staying really determined in practice is going to be key for this group.
Nice job tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right. That's Coach Zastapul. Well, I'm going to track down Haven Fitterer. Got an assist from Coach. I appreciate that. All right, Haven. Hey, congratulations. We're right up there. Hey, senior night, you come out with some of your best friends, teammates, and get a win. It can't feel much better than that, right?
No, it's the best ever. Like, we played, came out, it was fun.
And talk about the hits out there. There was some thunderous kills and things like that going on from your spot in the back row. It had to be interesting because there was a lot of heavy hitting tonight.
The thing for me is to find my block, where my block's out, and read the hitter on what angle they're going to have.
How much fun was it getting Miley Trahan back out there? I mean, it just seemed like that just brought the whole team's level up tonight.
It was awesome. Like, just calling it out, like, seeing her get a smile on her face. So good. Yeah,
and so now you kind of turn your attention. The regular season is behind you. What are you looking forward to? Some things maybe you got to work on and get ready for postseason play next week.
Just skills, a lot of skills and teamwork. Yeah.
And the communication looked like it was really good tonight.
It was. If we keep up that, I think we have a good postseason coming on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's Haven Fitterer. We'll come back with more after this timeout. Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame rolls on after this break on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics. Vibeto Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibetoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All right, Todd Domrey's, Mackenzie Quintus back at Century High School, Lynette Olson Gymnasium, as Century wins this one, 3-0 over the Legacy Sabres, 25-15, 25-15, and 25-19. And we welcome you to our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com, and Shots Crossroads get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Well, if you couldn't tell, it's like a Mardi Gras down there.
Yeah, it's a party.
Man, it was interesting as I was like, I didn't know if I was going to get Coach Zastapel out of the fray, and then Haven Fitterer was taking care of some of the particulars. But, yeah, well done. Century finishes the regular season unblemished, 20 wins, 0 losses. Legacy will finish the regular season 16-4. They will be the 3 seed in next week's West Region Volleyball Tournament in Dickinson. All right, couple things to take care of here. I guess just a wall-to-wall effort there by Century. I mean, serve, receive, it kind of started with that, and then, man, they from beginning to end, that's as hard as I've seen balls hit in an entire night from kind of beginning to end, and out of both teams. Yeah. I mean, Century was thundering away, and Legacy had their moments too, but the Patriots prevailed tonight in a sweep fashion. All right, couple things to take care of here on our postgame. First off, it's our Move of the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, Miley Trahan got a little bit of action last week against Mandan, and then she got a little bit more action tonight, and that was a spark for Century. You can just tell. It just lifted the entire team up, and I think Miley Trahan gives you our Move of the Game tonight.
Yeah, definitely. This is the first time I got to see her play, and I have also noticed every time that I've watched Century play, and especially at home, anytime Miley's name is mentioned, the students go wild, and I just love to see that support behind her. So it was so fun to see her come in tonight. She came in with 2 huge kills and then a big block too, and you saw the joy on her face, and that is fun to watch.
Yeah,
that's what sports is about.
Absolutely. Miley Trahan, you mentioned 3 kills tonight and a block, and those 2 kills kind of in back-to-back fashion are your Move of the Game, where Jobbers, their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. All right, here's a quick look at our upcoming schedule. Of course, tomorrow night you got the Scotty K Show. A new Jordan Wilhelm podcast will be released. And on Friday night, Big night for us on the PSP Network. Don't miss this one as you got the Shanley Deacons at Mandan in the 2A semifinals. The winner will go on to the Dakota Bowl. The losers' season will end. That one should be a fun one from Starion Field in Mandan. You can catch it right here on the PSP Network. And then Saturday, boy, are we pleased to bring you a couple big matchups here. Undefeated North Prairie will take on undefeated New Salem Almont. That's a 2 o'clock start from New Salem. And you'll also have live streaming coverage. Both those games also will be live from Velva as you got the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros, and they'll take on the Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison Aggies, and just one loss between those two teams as the Aggies are undefeated. The Burros just one loss, so should be a great semifinal afternoon on Friday night and Saturday afternoon as well. There's your upcoming schedule on the PSP Network. All right, Mackenzie, last thing for us is our player of the game, as always brought to you tonight by Sport Clips. They bring you the MVP of our matchup. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP like that experience at Sport Clips. Tonight's Sport Clips MVP is?
Logan Nisley.
Yeah, she just continues to, stuff the stat sheet as she finishes tonight with an ace, 8 kills, just right beside Eden Fridley for team high in kills, and then 17 digs to go along with those 8 kills. And so, we mentioned the game she had against Jamestown earlier this season with 21 kills and 40 digs. Not quite that rare air, but still a great all-around effort by Logan Nisley. And she was one of the ones that's as hard as I've seen Logan hit the ball all season long.
She was hitting hard tonight. Yeah. She was slamming the ball. And one thing I appreciate about Logan, too, and I remember this from the Bismarck High game, is she just really rallies her team as well. She's a really good leader. You can just really, really tell.
Yep, Logan Nisley is your MVP of the game tonight. MVP or in the Sport Clips, so keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. All right, well, that will put a wrap on our volleyball coverage for the season here on the PSP Network. Man, it's been fun. How did you enjoy it? I mean, you got a handful of games under your belt now, Mackenzie.
Yeah, I mean, this is so much fun. You are a pro, Todd. Thank you so much for taking me under your wing and showing me the ropes. This has just been such a fun surprise for me, and I can't believe how fast it went. I can't believe it's over.
And you did fantastic. I tell you what, catching on to the mute buttons and everything else that you got to do up here, in addition to talking intelligently, you were excellent here for season 1, and it was fun. All right, well, that'll put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, for bringing you our scoreboard tonight. Our pregame sponsor, as always, brought to you by Shields. Timeouts brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Serve Pro brought to you our match and set point tonight. Our intermissions brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Our postgame, Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors brings you that. And in that postgame, you had your Sport Clips MVP, player of the game, and your move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. For my partner tonight, Mackenzie Quintus, our camera operator, Luke Domries, our producer tonight was Nick Hallberg. I'm Todd Domries, repeating your final scores as it's a Century sweep, 25-15, 25-15, and 25-19 in set 3. Century concludes their regular season at an unblemished 20-0, and they will move into the West Region Tournament next Thursday with the number 1 seed. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.